Eat that.
I might need to shave. Is it your fake face? It's definitely a fake face. Stop it.
Oil can.
It's stupid.
Oil can.
Lonnie, mommy's being goofy.
I'm gonna need to blink.
Yeah.
So, can I sit back now?
I guess. Homeboy's always slouching.
Well, I gotta be a sloucher.
I see what happened there. You done good, kid. You done good.
I am not a kid
Oh.
anymore.
Well, to someone, you're probably a kid.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, homies? Hey, coming to you live a little early this Wednesday evening at 7:30 because we had a change in schedule.
It's her fault.
But we're here.
It's her fault. It's your fault, right?
It's my fault.
Oh my gosh, what did I just log on to? I know, right? Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate your support. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you done good, kid. That's what we titled.
Good.
That's what we titled our video tonight. We talk every once in a while. We don't plan it all the time because that would be too organized, and we don't want to do that. But we talked tonight about doing a video about encouragement and the need for it, the different ways you can do it, the reason that you do it, and how much you need to do it that you don't. I don't know. I mean, just a lot of different things that have been coming through the old brain in the process of thinking here of lately. So you done good, kid. Anybody that's employed or been employed and been through a coach pupil or through a probationary period knows that it's stressful. You know, you got to learn how to do something new. You got to learn how to do a new job. You got to get used to different people, where are you going? You know what she's trying to do? She's trying to avoid me. What day in November in 2004?
What?
What day in November in 2004?
The 17th?
So, November the 17th in 2004, this one, graduated at an extremely important...
Oh, I didn't. That's not when I graduated.
When did you graduate?
The 19th.
Why? 2 days difference? Is it seriously that bad of a difference? 2 days. Anyway, November 19th, 2004.
I think you're talking about when we met.
This one graduated from a very important part of training for her job. And
Do you not want to tell people?
I really don't.
Why?
Because I don't need to say that word. Everybody knows where I work. I don't have to say it. If I don't say it, then I'm not talking about it.
They don't. And that's where I work. I thought we were talking about me.
Well, we were. We still are. Anyway.
I'm a little confused by your tactics.
Let me finish them without interrupting.
Don't yell at me on the beach.
Anyway. It's neat to have somebody to coach or to teach. And when you have somebody that does well and, I mean, immediately catches on, you find yourself encouraging them or giving them hope or giving them confidence or supporting what they're doing.
Positive reinforcement.
Very good. So when Brooke was being coached, her coach told her that she done good, kid, a lot. She caught on quick, right?
You tell me.
You did. You caught on quick. Anyway, who in here, in my little viewing session here, who's going to watch the video, and we can talk back and forth or inbox later if you're not watching it live, but who do you have that you could encourage and don't encourage more? You know, what if, I mean, you have people that are your subordinates or your peers and they're doing their job, so be it. We all do our job, awesome. But that person that goes just a little bit extra or goes a little bit further than they are told to or does it because they want to and want to be better, they should be encouraged, praised for that matter. So I guess I really don't have an example of what exactly I'm talking about. We can talk about buttholes. That was the other topic. I was going to talk about that, and she said it's probably not a good idea, so we won't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a purpose.
Don't tell us what
it's
the purpose
important.
is.
All right. We all have one.
No.
I'm just saying, we all have one. The purpose of that thing is to secrete fecal matter.
Stop it!
Fecal matter from the body. It's solid waste. It needs to be excreted from the body.
I told you weren't allowed to say the word secrete.
I just did. Anyway, that everybody, I mean, they have a purpose, so that's what they're for.
What are we doing right now?
We were talking about encouragement, you weren't involved, but now we're talking about buttholes and you're all in.
What?
Just saying. Funny.
Oh, Tracy, you're hilarious.
Tracy, you're my sister, so you can't say anything. She's my adopted sister.
Well,
so what are you going to say about encouragement?
I'm going to say something that we've talked about a lot lately, which is cleaning up your circle, right? Who has an impact on you? So if we have people in our lives that are Debbie Downers, right? Like, or always critical or shaming or just negative people. When was the last time we heard encouragement? Does the negative outweigh the encouragement? Right? When was the last time that you encouraged someone? I'm just talking about cleaning up your circle of people, but also contributing to the health of somebody else's circle, like being good to your friends as well, and being encouraging. What is so smelly? The dog is like sniffing me for 10 minutes. What, honey? Is it this? Anyway. Oils. I got oils on. He's sniffing me.
So I encourage somebody every day.
Do you make it a point to do that, or is that just naturally who you are? Because I think some people that doesn't come naturally.
Wow. I never even thought of that. But yeah, I guess it's something I do naturally because I just find myself doing it a lot, whether it be the guys at work, whether it be Lonnie, whether it be you.
I think you're naturally an encourager. Tracy said, Mike just looked over at me and said, what? Because I'm dying. I'm laughing so hard. Sister from another mister.
Just saying. But I think it's important to encourage people. Very important. People that don't encourage people, and it's just not who they are, shouldn't they, I don't know, I guess I could become other things too.
I think it's a matter of growing into a selflessness. Right? So we're all wired to be selfish. We're all wired to, it's just an earthly thing that is a part of us. And Lonnie thinks everything's funny. So it's just something that we have to keep in check, right? So we always have to be keeping in check that we're not always thinking about ourselves or only thinking about ourselves or what we can gain from a situation. And we have to shift our focus. Lonnie in the background giggles. We got to shift our focus, right, to put other people first. And that doesn't, I'm just saying, like, for you, you're really good at that. That comes naturally for you. I'll fully admit that I'm better with it now, but it's because I got intentional about it. I hope you can hear me over my daughter giggling. Something is really funny right now. Talking puppies on TV. I think that's doing the trick. Hey, Lonnie. Honey. Shh.
Anyway, that's pretty funny.
Oh gosh, her giggle is contagious.
So I used this little bit of a phrase talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and I had a buddy tell me about it, and it just makes a lot of sense. And this applies to you as a person with your family. It applies to you as a person to your church family. It applies to you as a person as your work family, and even depending on how close your circle is, it applies to you on your friends and how close your circle of friends are. So this, my buddy told me this. He said, exactly how I worded it. You, and I'm talking to you, whoever's looking and wants to take it personal, because I'm talking to me too. You are a very small part of a bigger team, but an important part at the same time. Small but important, because without your part, I mean, the team wouldn't get things done like they need to. So that applies to you. I mean, whoever I'm talking to, all of you. I mean, if you don't like it, unclick me. I'm just being extremely honest.
I'll unclick you.
But it's important that that you get encouraged and that you encourage others, and it helps. I mean, it makes things positive. People that may have a more negative view to things like that, you know, I'm not here to change anybody, but I mean, if you have a different perception, things could be a lot better. And I'm not trying to talk about people that have things going on, because we all do. I'm just saying, try to change the perception a little bit and encourage, because then you'll be encouraged. I mean, it's like giving.
That, as well as when we pour into other people, it really feeds our soul, because we're designed to do that as well. You know, the earth, being in this place, it makes us very selfish and just self-absorbed and worried about what we have all the time, what we don't have all the time, right? But another really cool thing about the way we're wired is that when we give to other people, or we compliment, or we encourage someone else, especially if we're having a really bad day or things haven't gone our way in quite a while, if we start pouring into other people, that comes back on us. That has such an effect on us, and it's so fulfilling to us. So the next time you're having a bad day and you're like, you know what? Nobody's encouraged me in a while. Go and encourage someone else and see what happens.
Rebecca, if you're still on here, please feel free to comment on this, but I'm going to pick on you just for a second. I know you won't care because you just won't. I'm going to pick on Rebecca Lay. Rebecca works with me.
Sorry, I forgot to turn my ringer on.
Rebecca works with me. She's at another office area, but she works with me. We work very well together, hand in hand. She needs something, she asks me. If I need something, I ask her, and we communicate well. Rebecca has the responsibility to send me to an injury crash, and people are, you know, the road's blocked, the people are upset, they're trying to get from point A to point B, people are hurt, there's damaged cars, there's records that need to be called, the facts need to be documented with photographs and measurements, and you know, family members have to be called, so it's very busy, blah, 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 blah. I'm on the scene, I can't make those phone calls, so I call on Rebecca, and Rebecca, bam, done, bam, done, bam, done. Sorry, you want this? Yes, done. So what I'm trying to say is this. She can attest, along with all the other Delaware dispatchers, that I make it a point, I don't care who's working, if I'm dealing with you on something, I'll make it a point to call and tell you, good job. You're doing your job. Why would I do that? Because you did good. You did well. You're doing good, kid. I'm trying to tell you that it makes a difference. It makes a person appreciate and have a purpose, you know, a good feeling about what they're doing, right? But thank you, Rebecca. I'm sure you'll smack me later. But still, it's just a good example, because that's how it happens. I've called Rebecca several times.
Yeah, and it really just comes down to pouring into other people. Making sure we're thinking about other people, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're not by yourself. You're not the only one in this world. You mean, you got people around you. Everything that you do, whether it's negative, chili, whether it's negative or positive, affects people around you.
Okay.
Just saying.
I just made myself laugh.
But yeah, encouragement's important. I think so. We can talk more about buttholes if you want to.
Good.
They secrete fecal matter.
Stop! What the heck? I did not approve this message.
Right. Anyway, what else you want to say?
It's important to really pay attention to who you're hanging around. I just want to reiterate that, because we have been so intentional of who we're hanging around.
That's not true. We try to stay away from everybody equally. Hi, Todd.
Hey, Todd.
Yeah, we don't like people at all, so we just try to stay away from people in general.
If you were to take a look at my schedule right now, you would see that's not true.
Because you're a social butterfly.
Really?
No.
Oh, because I don't think I am. But maybe I'm growing into that. But I don't know. Well, I'm not going to get into all that. I just never really, for lots of reasons, we just didn't really, we weren't real social overall, I don't think, but we were bogged down by work and stuff like that. So now that we have an opportunity to go out and connect with real people, I mean, gosh, look at the people that have come into our lives.
Yeah, it's not really connecting and trying to sell oils. It's not really connecting to try to do anything, business related. Obviously, we want to do that.
Well, that would be selfish, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But here in the last 2 months, let's just say the last 60 days, We've hosted people here. We've been out to eat with people. We went to different birthday parties with people. We just got invited to another home to hang out with another couple.
Yeah, that's
so
funny.
It's just, I mean, it's really neat to to get out of the
Our
house.
plans were canceled, and within a few hours we made plans with another family. So, but the point is that we're being very intentional about who we're hanging out with and hanging around with people that are very encouraging. Not that, again, it's not self-motivated. It's that we all feed each other and we're all lights, right? And we light up the freaking world when we get together. Can't wait to meet you too, Johnny. We're going to have a blast. We were talking about it earlier. I said, oh, this is going to be hilarious when we hang out.
Johnny, just so you know, and I got to get your stinking phone number, dude, because we're going to chat, I'm sure.
I know. He's all, tell Johnny this. And
tell Johnny that, tell Johnny this. He's a redneck like me. He's kind of a leatherneck, and I'm a redneck. So if we get together, it's going to be bad. But anyway, when you come up, don't plan on paying for any hotel. And if you don't want to stay with family, I got a basement and a tent and an air mattress. Got your name all over it. I'll feed you good, and I'll have you whatever temperature you want. Well, no, I told him again. Anyway,
okay.
And anybody's a warm welcome. It's all good.
But good example, right, of just connecting with the right people and making sure that we are hanging around people that are encouraging, making sure that we are being that encouraging friend.
You have friends?
My gosh, like seriously, take a look at your closest, like 10 people, like in your circle, and say, when was the last time I just randomly did something for somebody else? Or encourage them on something they're going through or something like that, you know? And maybe you're like him. It just comes naturally. Like, I do that all the time. Kudos to you. Go duplicate yourself. Go teach somebody else to do that stuff. Because like I said, for me, I'll fully admit, it's not something that necessarily comes naturally to me. I'm getting better at it, but I have to be more intentional than he does. He has a natural gift for that kind of thing. For me, I have to go, what can I do for someone else today? Whereas he just pours out to people, like, without even thinking twice. Right?
Yes.
Tracy, you are like the people you surround yourself, around. So it's important to be around the positive people. Absolutely. So, and again, we talked about this when we talked about your circle of friends. So go back a few weeks or go to YouTube and it's uploaded there. But you really do become who you hang around. And so if we're hanging around negative, passive-aggressive, like ugly, just negativity, then it just rubs off on us. No matter how much you think it won't. If you're hanging around it all the time, it's just the law of gravity, y'all. Young Living has the best people. That's 100. Mean girls are attracted to us awesome guys. Johnny, it may be true. I have been called a mean girl a time or two in my life, but it's never, like, intentional.
No, but you know what? It's kind of cool, though, because Johnny makes a good point. Whenever, I mean, whether that's actually 100% or not, I mean, I agree with you because we're just like that. But anyway, it's a good balance. Because if there's something that I need to be more assertive on, or more aggressive on, or approach in a different way, she will give me the more, and I don't want to say manly because that's just crazy. I wear the pants, right? Can I wear the pants today?
Yes, I'm not manly, thank you.
Anyway, it's a good balance because we can help each other out.
It is, yeah.
I mean, I'm saying, Brooke, listen, you're approaching it a little bit weird, so let's think of it another way. And she does it way more to me than I do to her, but I mean, it's just the idea that we balance each other out. It's good stuff. So,
I think we have to be diligent. I think we have to pay attention. No matter what, we have to pay attention to how we're treating people, how people are treating us.
yes,
Do you ever leave? Think about this. Think about this. Chew on this for a while. Do you ever leave hanging out with friends? You might be hanging out with them for 2-3 hours, and you leave and you go, did I enjoy that? Was that fun? Do I like those people?
I haven't really. It's been a couple of years since I've done that, but I have. Come on, Silas. I'll be right back. A little bit.
Mommy, honey. Okay, so the point is, do you ever have those times where you're like, I'm not even sure that I enjoyed my time with these people or that person or whatever? That is the time to start really looking at, like, look closer at what's going on in that relationship and make sure it's healthy. Is there something you could do better to fix it? Or are they really negative and you just, like, need to kind of maybe go get a new friend, you know? So it's a really good example of paying attention to how you are being treated as well as how you're treating others, you know? So just the ability to learn to do that. Like I said, not necessarily things, hi Cade, he's home now so he needs greeted. Not necessarily things that come naturally to all of us. Like Troy has a gift for serving and he has a gift for giving, which is awesome. And it's not that we can't all develop those skills to do that. I don't even want to say skills, but ability and desire to do that we can. But some of us, it just comes more naturally.
Yeah,
right?
but it can also be a bad thing too, because my peers and my supervisor at work and Brooke as well, it can get too bad. I can get to be too giving or too accommodating.
You
to
can
people.
get taken advantage of.
Yes, and I have done that in the past. And
I have done that too.
So, but just like Johnny said, keep it equalized. Keep communicate, take care of each other. So, I'm out of breath. I was running.
You were running?
Just for a second.
Running to switch the dogs out?
I've got to wash my hair in a minute.
Y'all can guess what he was going to say.
I wasn't going to say butthole, but since you brought it up, buttholes secrete fecal matter.
Oh, no!
Fecal matter
That's
from the
the
body
third time.
can
I
get
told you
rid of the
3
fatal
times.
waste. The solid waste that's in your body. It's bad for you.
It's
It can be
fatal.
toxic. It can be hurt to your body. It needs to be out of your body. So your butthole does a good
Stop.
job. You've done good, kid.
Oh my gosh. How does that relate to encouragement? Do you, like, when you're in the bathroom, do you
Listen,
tell yourself encouraging
let me
things
ask you a
to
serious question.
get the job done?
Does anybody know why your turds are tapered? I will tell you. That's because they're tapered so that your butthole don't slam shut.
I can't even.
What'd Tracy say? I overgive and it hurts when you realize that that's all someone was after. Yes, Tracy. That's
It does
right.
hurt, Tracy.
Yep. Yes, you're absolutely right.
It does hurt when you realize that, when you realize somebody was using you.
Well, we got a couple of smiley faces on the joke, so it worked.
Ugh, whatever, guy.
Anyway, so just kind of a reminder to encourage when you can, maybe a little extra than what you usually do, but again, don't do it too much. So, I mean, it's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things, like you can do some random stuff, right? Next time you go through a drive-thru, pay for the car behind you.
Yes.
You know, if you're having a bad day, go do something like that for somebody. And
Yep.
watch what it does to you when you do that. Watch what it does.
We were talking the other day, and I was also talking to a couple more friends at work about just manners these days. People are always in such a hurry, and where life happens, and we're going from point A to point B 1,000 miles an hour. We got 1,500
like
things
Columbus
on our mind.
traffic.
What about holding the door for the person behind you?
Mm-hmm.
What about saying "excuse me" whenever you bump elbows or something? What about saying "thank you" if somebody does
Tracy.
something nice for you, or "you're welcome"? You know, the 4 manner words. I mean, Lonnie is like the most mannerless, mannerful person I've ever met.
She's so polite and
she
sweet.
is. She's awesome. You know, that needs to rub off. It really does.
So for kids can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Tracy, give me a bad sign there. She put 3 turds.
I know.
So
It's relevant.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
So Tracy may
Tracy,
have
that's
had
very
some-
relevant.
You may have had some junk food because your body has secreted solid waste from your butthole to make sure your body's healthy. That's very good. Getting smart.
That's the 4th time you've said that illegal word. You're going to pay.
Giving and doing things for others is the most selfish. Giving and doing things for others is the most selfish thing you can do because it makes you feel awesome.
That's
funny.
true, Johnny.
That's
I
good
mean,
stuff.
seriously, that's a funny way to put it.
Be
because
careful.
it's true.
Be careful when you talk like that, buddy, because when you're being deep like that and very emotional and meaningful, people can't see your Marine. Good stuff. Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. I appreciate that. I do have to go, though.
It's true though, so
I'll
it
put my
does.
makeup on.
It does have such a positive impact on you. Does it smell like gear oil?
Yes. Oh my gosh, Barbara. That's absolutely right.
Sometimes our kids are the best teachers. Yeah, Lonnie's so sweet.
Yes.
But Miss Barb knows
good
that.
Stuff. Yep. So
is that all you got?
That's all I got. I just wanted to talk to these guys.
We wanted to encourage you guys tonight and make sure that you're being surrounded by encouragers. You have control over who is around you. Never forget that. I mean, to an extent.
Yes, and always remember that you're never going to get there until you arrive. And you're always going to be there until you leave. It's deep. Anyway. Yes, Tracy, I named the car. Not everybody agrees with the name, but this is what I picked and this is what I like.
Yeah, so let us know if you like this name or not, because I really want to hear votes on it. It's not going to change it because he likes it. But let us know if you like this name or not.
So I named the Mercedes Jocelyn. I like Jocelyn for a powerful female.
I said I was going to call her Josie.
Name. I said this. That's what I named it. So Jocelyn.
Deep.
So yes. So yeah, let me know if you like that or not. Anyway, I got to get ready for work. I have to shower.
Yeah, your name on Jocelyn. What do you guys think?
Yeah, give me a vote or an inbox or a thumbs up or something.
Just rate it. Maybe rate it like a 1 to 10. 10 being the best.
Hey, just real quick, 3 more things before I go because I'm getting.
I rate it like a 6.
I'm getting ready to abandon her. All right. Number 1, pray for us because we're going through some stuff, and pray for the people that we're going through this stuff with. Don't need to know what it is, none of your business, but I know you'll pray for us because we're brothers and sisters. Number 2, thank you for tuning in. We greatly appreciate the time, and effort and involvement that you guys have with us. It's important to us that this is how we're reaching out and networking. Number 3, YouTube. Search Brooke and Troy Show. Like us and enroll. Subscribe.
Enroll.
I don't know what it is. I do have to go get a haircut, wash my armpits, and secrete fecal matter from my bunghole. See ya!
You have no shame. No shame.
Yeah,
all right, guys. Oh my gosh. We're very loud tonight. I think usually we come on a little later, so it's not so loud, like everybody's kind of starting to chill. And because we're earlier, everybody's still full of energy. So, let's see. Joss for short. Yeah, I was like Josie, but yeah, Joss would probably work. Tracy gave you a 7, and Lonnie's going to jump in now. Here, you could sit over here.
Hey!
Thank you, Barb, for the prayers. I appreciate it. It's kind of a...
Oh my gosh, Troy.
Hey, Miss Barb, you'll be happy to know that Lonnie just read your comment. She said, oh my gosh, Troy. Good reading. Are you going to be my comment reader?
Yes.
Miss Barb will be so proud. Miss Barb gave you an 8.
Cool.
Johnny likes Josie. See you, Johnny. Thanks for jumping on. Lonnie, Tracy says hi.
Hi.
She's feeling much better today. She's been going through some stuff. She's been going through some treatments that got her a little bit funky. We got a lot going on here at the house, but it's all good. Everybody's staying super positive, and man, we have been receiving tons and tons and tons of blessings. So there's some things that are being brought to light and stuff in many different ways, shapes, and forms right now that we're working through as a family. So we do appreciate your prayers and all you guys' encouragement. But we are totally being bombarded with blessings at the same time. So everything's awesome. Miss Barb said, great reading, Lonnie. What do you say?
Thank you.
Look up here and tell her thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got crazy lady hair, but that's okay, because it's shower time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's time to get in the shower. Oh, yeah, you first. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it. Johnny said hi, Lonnie.
Hi, Johnny.
All right, guys, so we will be back on next week with something. So be encouraged. Go do something awesome for somebody, and be intentional about it. Like I said, it's something I have to remind myself of. So if you're kind of like me, where we're building that skill, then let's do it together. Miss Barb says she loves you.
Love you.
Aw. All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of summer. We don't have very much summer left. Dreadful, dreadful. All right. And to you people that love fall, congratulations. We're getting fall very soon. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Talk soon.